What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bio2K, and today, man, I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on the top 5 ways that 2K can improve NBA 2K20 and realistically any 2K game moving on forward. Now, this video isn't going to be anything negative towards them. This is going to be straight up feedback that I've collected from you guys and from myself, obviously from playing this game and stuff like that. So if any devs or anybody like that do end up watching this video, I hope you guys do take the time to watch this video and listen to the feedback that I'm giving. I did just want to say, after the last video I made, I showed you guys like what happened between me and TDbarret, and honestly I thought about it, and the whole pitchforking thing, he was kind of right with the way I went about it. I actually talked to LD2K in the DMs and stuff like that, and you know, he kind of made me realize that, you know, it wasn't really the best approach. So I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be trying to give you know, I'm going to be making feedback videos occasionally, trying to give my thoughts on the game and, you know, seeing what happens, see if anything changes, stuff like that. So without further ado, like I said, these are the top 5 ways that 2K can improve their game. Last thing I'm going to say is, if you guys do enjoy this video and you guys do agree with what I'm saying, do me a favor, leave a like, would be greatly appreciated. If you guys don't agree with me, be sure to let me know why down below in the comments. Like, I try to respond to everybody like I did in the last video that I've made of this. So yeah, like I said, if you guys agree, hit that like button, and yeah, even feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you guys agree with, what you guys don't agree with, and yeah, so enjoy the video. So one of the first issues that we really need to talk about is how ever since 2K16, it was either at the end of 2K16 or the beginning of 2K17, as a community, we actually haven't had a community manager. Now, I know a lot of people look at, you know, Ronnie2K, I know a lot of people look at Tdpresents, Mike Wang, all 3 of those guys, they look at them as our community manager because realistically, that's all we have. So the fact that we actually haven't had a community manager for a couple years now, like 2K18, 19, and 20 has been 100% a downhill slide here. I mean, like literally, like 2K18 was like the bottom of the bottom. Then it went up a little bit with 2K19, and then this game just took our dip right back down. Like, and I've said this since the beginning of the year, this game actually has the potential to be one of the best 2Ks like we've ever had. It's just the fact that no feedback ever gets through, and because no feedback ever gets through, like, or I mean, even if it does and somebody, you know, hears it, nothing actually changes, and that's really what's separating this game from being really good and being what it is now, and that's completely unplayable. So honestly, the number one thing that we need is a guy that can, you know, take the information we get and push it through. We have guys that, like I said, we can tweet the information to, like Tdpresents, like Mike Wang. Mike Wang, if you guys don't know who he is, he actually handles a lot of the gameplay stuff, which is nice. You know, it's obviously better than having entirely nothing, but at the same time, nobody's really taking the feedback from the community as a whole and putting it into something. Mike Wang is more of just like, hey, this, you know, dribble animation's broken, fix it, and then they'll fix it, sort of. But like, we need somebody that can take all the feedback that we're giving, whether it's unlimited, you know, whether it's triple threat online, whether it's content, whatever it is, we need somebody that can take all that information and pass it along and actually have some sort of change actually happen. So here in the actual game, this is where we're going to kind of talk about some of the issues that I think need to be fixed and more focused on more than others. And even if it's like, this is going to be something more for next year rather than this year. I mean, it would be awesome. Don't get me wrong. It would be amazing to see it actually get updated this year, and like, that would be really cool. But the second most important thing I think that we need to talk about is the game modes that are actually in my team. So when you go into my team, you see the single player modes. You have triple threat offline, which obviously you get 1,000 wins. You get the Galaxy Opal Dominique Wilkins. You obviously have domination, where this year I think they did a good job. They kind of made it like an initiative to grind out all 3, and when you do that, you obviously get the Galaxy Opal Jason Richardson. So pretty cool stuff there as well. And you have the challenges, which you have weekly challenges, which honestly I do like the fact that there's 6 tokens each. Kind of gives you an incentive to grind it. I mean, you obviously see I don't, but a lot of budget ballers do, because a lot of people don't spend money on this game, so it works out, you know. Moments challenges is something that I feel like they've really slacked on this year. Like last year and 2K18, moments challenges were really nice. They were giving you like free players occasionally. Like last year, you had the free Ruby Jeremy Lin. There was like free throwback elite packs that gave you like amethyst, diamonds, pink diamonds. The year before that, on 2K18, they actually had like the Kobe ones that gave you a chance at literally the pink diamond, like limited Kobe, the diamond Kobe, stuff like that. And then this year, like I said, they just really, I mean, they've had some, but nothing really too crazy. They definitely need to focus on updating these a little bit more, in my opinion. And then spotlight challenges. Spotlight challenges are the coolest thing I think they've done this year. I think it's by far the best thing that they've done that was new. So like I said, I'm gonna give props to them where they deserve credit. Spotlight challenge is definitely a fat W all around. The content that's involved with them, the grinding that's involved with them. I mean, people complain that they're too long. It's the whole point of making them challenges. Like, yes, I know they're long. They take about 8 hours each. But you know what? It's worth it. You get a free Galaxy Opal. You're getting free pink diamonds out of it. And they gave us like a free Giannis, a Blake, Richard Jefferson, Marbury. All really cool cards. And I definitely think they did a good job improving from the Series 1 all the way to Series number 2. So honestly, I'm going to give them credit for this. But when you take a look at the online modes, this is really where the problem does lie. You do have unlimited. So you go, you have My Team Unlimited. You go 12-0. You get the pink diamond card, player of the month, which, okay, I do think that is pretty, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fair. You go 12-0, great. You get a free pink diamond. I 100% agree with that. Obviously, last month you get all the guys. You get a free Galaxy Opal Dr. J, which you guys know I love Dr. J. He's a great card. The real problem here that I think, a lot of people do face is it's a full month. Like, this is, Unlimited is the main game mode in My Team. So once you go 12-0, like, there's nothing else to do. This mode is realistically pointless. Because once you go 12-0, are you really going to go 12-0 again? Like, that's like a couple hours. Like, if nobody quits, that's like 3-4 hours of gameplay. So if nobody quits and everything and you go through 4 hours and you go, most people will go 11-0, right? So you go 11-0. And then you obviously quit out your last game. So you get a Tim Duncan Prime Pack, 7K MT, and 20 tokens. Okay, like that's pretty good. Like the tokens are cool. The MT is all right. I mean, and then you get the Prime Pack, but we all know like that Prime Pack, you're really not gonna get anything out of it. So, you may get lucky. I don't know. You may get lucky, but as the main game mode, I really do feel like once you go 12-0, you get that reward. For going 12-0 in the month. So say you go 12-0, you get Moses Malone. I think one way that they can improve this drastically is after you go 12-0 the first time, actually make it so the rewards change. Like once you go 12-0, then these rewards that you can scroll through, I think everything should be like doubled in a way. You know what I mean? But like then it like keep it there. So then when you go 12-0 again, instead of getting another Clyde, make it like you get a choice at a card that you've already missed, from previous months. Because some people got the game for Christmas, so they missed out on a couple cards. So give them the choice. Hey, like, okay, you go 12-0 again. Now you can pick up Larry Bird. Now you can pick up Baron Davis. Like, whoever it is that you're missing. The tokens, you should probably get, like, 50 tokens. Like, tokens are pointless this year. So you might as well just make them, a higher amount. And then the MT, like, you're going 12-0 for 8K MT. I mean, I get it. You can boost it and stuff like that. But that 8K, I think, should at least be 20K. Like, boost up the rewards, especially after you go 12-0 once. Kind of give people an incentive to definitely play like Unlimited more. Obviously it would make it so people are still sweating their way through, but at least it gives people more of an incentive to play this. Triple Threat Online I think is a pretty cool feature. You guys know like the boards I really am not the biggest fan of, because it's like stuff like that like they focus too much of their time on, like putting spinning wheels and stuff like that. It's cool and all, but like it delays the whole entire process. And like last year's boards were fine. Putting packs on the boards were cool. I think last year was perfectly fine. It's just, this year it is cool. Like I said, it's definitely a good mode. But one thing I definitely think that a lot of people want to see return, and I've talked about this in streams a lot, is a lot of us want to see Blacktop return. I want to see a 3-on-3 mode where, you don't get to pick all three. If you have Triple Threat Online, that's fine. But also have a different mode where you can run a 3v3 mode, but you only get to pick one player. Like 2K16, 2K17, the Blacktop modes are perfect. I love them. Good rewards. Everything was nice. I think that they really need to bring that back, because it did add an element of fun to it. You're getting random cards, so you never know what team you're gonna get, and I think that was just a lot more fun that way. And then the final like online mode that I think they really need to do is like honestly get rid of multiplayer challenges. Nobody really plays these. And if you get rid of those, put in a draft mode. That's like the most important thing that we are all wanting to see here. A draft mode would be absolutely amazing. Adding in a draft mode that is playable. Like they had it in 2K18, but the problem was you only got to pick 2 players out of the 5 that came up I don't like that. Let us pick 1 out of the 5, obviously, that come up. Like the coach, if you really want to do that with your coach, fine. But the players, we need to be able to pick that. And if you want to make it a 5-on-5 thing, I'm actually okay with that. I like the fact that you don't have to draft your bench and whatnot. I think just 5-on-5 is fine. But the thing is about that is you need to make it so, like, the games are shorter. You're not playing a full 20-minute game, 5-minute quarter game. And also make the rewards better. Like, if you guys remember, you had to play so many games. And the final reward that you could play all the way till was an Amethyst Pau Gasol. So if you were to make it like an opal, kind of like Dominique Wilkins, like was for Triple Threat offline, if you made it something like sort of like that, I think it would be incredible. I think it'd be a fun game to play, and just it would make like the online mode a hell of a lot better. The next thing I'm going to talk about is actually going to be the content and stuff like that they put in this game. Now, the main thing I'm going to talk about here is the token market. You guys can see I have almost 1,200 tokens, and I haven't even really been playing this game at all. You guys know that. But I've had this many tokens for weeks now. They updated the token market the last time. I bought an opal and a pink diamond. Or no, I didn't buy a pink diamond. I lied. I bought an opal and I bought a diamond, I think, and that was it. I haven't touched anything since. So, like, they need to add more to the token market. They updated it. They added an opal, 2 pink diamonds, 2 diamonds. Well, honestly, there's a lot of budget ballers still in this game. So adding more amethyst rewards, more ruby rewards, adding in some diamond rewards as well, like more than just 2, I think would actually do this game a lot more justice, and actually help more people out. And I think that's like what we really need to be focusing on here. Opening up the token market to putting in these packs. I know people were saying it was a bad thing at first. I've had a lot of people tweet at me saying that they pulled a lot of good stuff out of here. I don't recommend it, and I'm not going to. I'm just saying I've had a lot of people say, you guys know in the No Money Spent account, I open these a lot, and we actually get some pretty good pulls every once in a while. So that was a good idea. It's just the token market, I think, needs to be updated every single month. And when I say that, it doesn't need to be huge drops every single month, but I think every month there should be another opal added, 2 pink diamonds added, and then 3 diamonds, 4 Ammies. Every month, I think that's completely doable, at least for the rest of the year. I think that'd be a huge improvement. It would give people an incentive to grind for tokens and stuff like that. It would give people an incentive to grind the game out, and I think that is the biggest problem right now, as I was just talking about with the game modes, is there's really no incentive to actually play the game anymore. Obviously, you guys know, content also does involve packs. Now, I do have to say, they have done a very good job, for the most part, with the content this year. They've been really inconsistent, and that has, I think, been, again, the biggest problem. But you know what? Again, like I said, you have to give them credit where credit is due. These Spotlight, promos that they've been dropping have been filled very nicely with players that I think are definitely usable. Like this Jeremy Lin one came out with a Kawhi, a Melo, a Marc Gasol. I mean, Patrick Beverley is cool. But then again, you take a look at the JCK one. Hakeem, Jason Terry's a good budget card. Vince, Kenyon Martin's been a very good budget card. You have this Kareem one where these guys really aren't. I mean, this one's a little in my opinion, but Kareem as a free Spotlight player to grind out, I think was a really good job. I think the Evos in general was a really good thing that they put into this game. I mean, and again, the promos that they have been releasing have been very nice. The Frostbite promo, I know a lot of people are like, oh, L. Magic and Anthony Davis are very good. You have the New Year's resolution one. That was very awesome. They did a very good job with this. They made the Evos very manageable, very doable, and they give you a Bill Russell. The Bill Russell is a very fun card as well to use. I think they did a great job there. The flash packs, like with the glitch players, I think is a really good thing that they put in this game as well. You know, Ben and JR, 2 very solid cards. The cards that they put in with them, you know, like Bosch, Lamar Odom, Jordan. Over here you have Bird, Granger, Josh Smith. All very good stuff. It's just now we're getting to a point where they're taking away our favorite thing, which was Moments of the Week. Everybody loves Moments of the Week. It's more of a, it's a less of a money grab and more of giving us content, and that's what we like. And that's the problem why, you know, everybody's boycotting VC. That's why I'm the one, you know, trying to lead the whole boycott on VC. I just, you know, you're kind of taking away a promo that we've all enjoyed every week. We're like, yes, Moments of the Week. It's Monday. Moments of the Week are dropping. And the fact that they took that away is really what started pissing everybody off last week, including myself. You guys saw the video I made literally a week ago today. It's just, you know, this is a great promo. And, like, I don't think it's, you know, just because they're, you know, they're doing those, I don't think they shouldn't be able to release these. I think they definitely should release regular moments cards as well. But like, you can't take away something that we all love in moments of the week just to release cards every single day for a complete and utter money grab. I don't really like the whole idea behind that. But they did do a solid job releasing these in the beginning. I just really want them to come back. And I think moments of the week is like the #1 thing that needs to return as far as content, because the packs are cheap, especially with MT. They're 6K each, which is actually relatively cheap, and pack odds are always good for those. So you guys can see on my team here, I basically have, you know, one of the best teams that you guys can make in this game, and that's not like a flex or anything. The point is I'm trying to make is you guys see my team. I'm only really missing like Ray Allen, T-Mac, AD, and Magic. You know, I could have gotten them. I bought a lot of packs at MT. Like I bought like 700K already. Because you guys know, not buying VC anymore. But the point that I'm trying to make is there's no duos on the team. You know, they haven't really released a dynamic duo like update in a very long time. Like you guys can see, these moments of the week players, you know, some of them have it because this is from the beginning of the year. And then right here, you know, none of them have it, none of them. And then you guys can scroll through and you guys can see nobody has dynamic duos anymore. Like a lot of these promos don't have them. Like nobody in the Isaiah Thomas one has one. Jameson has one, and Dwight Howard one. So that, I mean, that's good, but nobody in the Iggy one. There's no Flash ones here, no Flash ones there. None of them in the cream ones. There's no New Year's resolution ones. Dynamic duos are something that I think a lot of like budget ballers would kind of appreciate, because, you know, a lot of guys like using, you know, budget cards. So last year, you guys know Turkoglu was one of the most juiced cards in that game, and I think one of the funniest things they did was the fact that they actually gave him a duo with the Dwight Howard that was in the game that boosted Dwight's free throw and mid-range, I believe, and then it boosted Turkoglu, his ball control, and his 3 on top of that. So it's like little duos like that I think are really cool to add into the game. Like Curry and Giannis had one last year, and it boosted Giannis' 3-ball. I just think that that's something they really need to bring back into this game. Dynamic duos are, again, help a lot of you budget ballers out. And especially with me and in the no money spent team, I would love to add duos to that team. It would actually make, you know, the game kind of exciting again. You guys can see these prime players are some of the best players to pick up for no money spent teams, like Karl Malone, Lance Stevenson, Bargnani, Derrick Jones Jr. Them having duos in one way or another would be perfect. Like adding a dynamic duo with Derrick Jones Jr. and like not the Shaq and like Wade, right? Say that like that was a duo. Obviously Wade's not really a budget card, but if you got, you know, Wade and then you also had this Derrick Jones Jr. that boosted it into an amethyst, didn't really touch his stats but gave him clamps, I think that'd be a great duo to have, because that's really the only thing separating Derrick Jones Jr. from being, you know, a really good card is actually having clamps and being able to play defense. So honestly, I think that would just be, that's something that we really need to see back into this game, is dynamic duos. So I was trying to figure out the best way to go about this final part here, and this final thing that I'm going to be talking about is the actual gameplay. Now, I was going to play like an unlimited game in the background and kind of be like, you know, this is what's wrong here, this is what's wrong here. That's just a recipe for disaster. I know it would just come out as complaining. So I'm going to be a little bit more organized with this and try to talk to you guys about, you know, obviously the gameplay and what I think needs to be changed. I'm not going to talk a lot about it because I've talked about that in a majority of my videos already. The main things I'm going to talk about are just kind of say that need to be fixed, and I mean need to be fixed, is defense in general, paint defense especially. Like, you know, yesterday in my video, you know, you guys saw the kid drove in, literally threw a floater in my face. Larry Bird jumped like over him, and it said a 1% contest, and he still made it. So, you know, there's nothing else to like really be said. Like, paint defense has become absolutely terrible. This game is completely run by badges, like in the sense that, like, you know, if you don't, like I said before, if you don't have clamps, you can't play defense. If you don't have range extender, you really can't be shooting the ball that much. Or not range extender, well, that too, but you can't really shoot the ball without quick draw. So realistically, those 3 badges right there, like, are controlling the game. So the fact that defense is completely like broken, you have 3 badges running the actual game. You know, there's still like zone glitches and zone delays in the game. Like, all that sort of stuff kind of needs to be changed. Like, you need to get rid of the zone delay. I don't know why the zone delay is even in the game, and that's been something since, you know, 2K like 16. I think that's been in the game. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, whenever somebody runs a zone against you, if you ever wonder why, you know, you'll sit there and you'll click this, and then you'll be like, why won't it let me shoot? It basically puts a delay on you because it's kind of like a handicap to like let the zone rotate itself and it won't let you shoot right away. It's really stupid. Sometimes it will let you shoot right away, sometimes it doesn't. And I think that's like one of the biggest things that needs to be taken out, because like I said, it's like you're getting punished because of the way somebody else is running their defense. I don't think that that's very good. The shooting is still inconsistent. I don't like the fact how if you shoot with your meter on, you're allowed to hit a lot more full white shots, and on top of that, you're allowed to hit a lot more contested shots. I don't really like that. I think that's really stupid. Like it's almost like if you shoot with your meter off and you know your release is more, you get punished in a way. I don't understand that. It's just, I understand, you know, it is what it is. And then like the biggest thing I want to talk about gameplay is something that you guys actually brought up a lot in the last video I made, and you guys were like, "Wow, how could you make a rant video and not talk about the worst thing in 2K?" And that is the equalizer. Equalizer needs to be taken out. The algorithm in this game that says you have a better team, you're playing better than your opponent, you have to miss more shots and you have to get more turnovers and you have to, you know, get stupid animations to let your opponent come back in the game. That needs to be taken out. That has to be taken out. That is like the worst thing ever in 2K. It screwed so many people out of games. I'm talking your 6-0 game. I'm talking your 10-0 game. Whether 2K wants to deny it or admit it finally, we all know the sliders on those two games are different. You always will lose those games based on the fact that your opponent can make everything, you're missing everything wide open. They need to stop doing that. The equalizer, the algo, it all needs to stop. Like, it needs to be taken out the game entirely, and that is like the main thing that needs to happen to actually fix the gameplay, because the gameplay right now is, like I said, it's unplayable. It's unenjoyable. It's not fun. Nobody wants to play this game. You have all these streamers going and playing Madden, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Escape from whatever the hell that game is called. Like, you have everybody's switching games. MLB is coming out soon. You guys need, there are 2K, hopefully if somebody watches this video, you guys need to seriously focus on what is happening. Stop chasing the money, stop chasing the bag, and fix the game, dude. Like, that's all we want, is a good playable game. So the final thing I'm gonna say here, so technically it's 6 things. This is just directed at 2K. You need to invite people that actually play the game for the community day. I get it. You want to invite people that, you know, have millions of subs and can promote your game, and I get that. I have no problem with them being invited too, but you have to stop letting them control what the gameplay is. They don't play it after you guys pay them thousands of dollars to promote the game. I don't want to get paid. I don't want to get flown out. All I want is to actually be able to test the game and literally have it be playable for more than a week. That's it. I don't even care if it's not me. There's plenty of other guys that I would have no problem being flown out and actually testing the game and proving that it's not bad. That's it. Just invite the people that actually know how this game works. They know how to cheese. They know how to take advantage of things. You need to invite them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm probably gonna redo the intro, but if I don't, do me a favor, leave a like on this video if you guys did find, you know, if you guys did agree with what I'm saying and stuff like that. Comment down below your thoughts too, whether you disagree with me or agree with me. I am curious to know. Last time I made this video, you guys almost got it to 1,000 likes, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, you know, do you guys want to hit that like goal again? Be my guest. I'm not going to set a like goal. Like I said, if you agree with me, hit the like button. If you don't, let me know why. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.